Hi guys, today is day 6 in Florence, Italy, and as always I'm very excited to be here. It's 7:30 a.m. We woke up a little bit later today, just because we realized that we didn't need that much time. We were also eating breakfast at home. I actually want to show you what we've bought because we realized that it was cheaper to just buy breakfast and eat here. So, cereal. That will last for days rather than going in. And milk here is called Mookie. And this is the only one that I found that wasn't pasteurized, only because I don't really like pasteurized milk. The other 3 versions, I'm not quite sure what it says on them, but they're also pasteurized. So, yeah, I'm assuming this is sort of the equivalent of 1%, 2% maybe. Who knows? Yeah. So, ate breakfast, about to go to class, really excited. Today is our first trip. Our trip is to San Miniato. It's in Florence, but in the outskirts, not in the city area. Really extremely excited. I heard that it was Byzantine early Christian church sort of kind of thing going on there, on top of the highest viewpoint of Florence. So the views from there must be amazing, and I'm so excited to video them and show all of you guys. Other than that, there's nothing really else going on. I'm going to have videos of the church. Hopefully they'll let us video. If not, then I'll definitely try videoing, without anyone knowing. And then after, I'm going to go and have dinner with friends.
For the church, 10 centuries after Christ, the same kind of decoration for different meaning and different. And so on. And so, it's a new flat people in the background, no perspective, because it's not important. Our body, real life, it's important what we have inside our soul, and our way you have to work every day. And you have to work, and inside it is.
As you saw by the videos before this one, the church was extremely beautiful. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to talk, but my professor was talking to us and I didn't want to be rude, and obviously I wanted to listen as well as taping like everyone else. I'm also sorry I was not able to tape the crypt at the bottom of the church. There is a crypt, and San Miniato's remains are in the crypt, and it's extremely cool. They also have 2 confession boxes, one on the left, one on the right, and from there was amazing. The bus ride from where I was in Florence to, which is pretty much the center of Florence, to where that church was extremely long. Definitely like 30 to 45 minutes. And we had to get back to Lorenzo de' Medici, to Strozzi, which is where our class is, before class ended, which is 11:30. We wound up coming back late, had to spend a substantial amount of time so that our professor could explain to us what everything was in the church, as well as sort of piece things together with regards to old Romanesque art and Byzantine art and early Christian art, which is exactly what we covered in today's lesson. It was very, very interesting. Okay, so once the Roman Empire took over at the end of the Hellenistic period, which is pretty much happened around 353, I think, possibly 353 BC. They started putting in a new type of art. They took what was like stuff from Greek, but they added a new kind of thing to it, which actually we wound up learning took from Eritreans. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's another civilization that was living at around the same time as Greece, as the Greek civilization. But yeah, so it was the Ark. So if you think in your mind about the Colosseum and how it has 3 levels and they all form arcs, if you go from bottom up, you'll see as the Greek progressed with regards to their columns, so does the Colosseum. So the earliest column was in Doric order, and that was simple, and that's the first level of the Colosseum. The second level is the Ionic order, and that has that, what I was talking about in my first video, that curvy kind of Hercules cartoon thing that you see. And the last one is the Corinthian order, which is this opulent, extravagant kind of like design to it. And that's the third level of it. So it's really cool that we learned that, and we were able to see the difference in columns once we got to this early Christian church. On top, there was a scene from, I guess, the Nativity, and how the early Christians were hiding what they meant in images. So like a lamb referred to a shepherd, and then there was an eagle, and like all these different animals, and they referred to one type of apostle or saint. And I found that extremely cool. You saw a little bit of the frescoes on the wall and then the marble tiles. It was extremely gorgeous. The outside of the church, I'm pretty sure I filmed. But climbing up those stairs was like a killer. There's stairs on each side that you have to climb up of, made of stone, and then there's 2 sets of middle stairs made of marble that you have to climb up in order to get to the very top. It's definitely a lot of work getting there, but it's definitely worth it. So that's all for that. And I guess the next time I'll be videoing is to show you guys exactly what I'm eating for dinner today, because I think I want to keep that as sort of a theme in my videos. You guys can comment and tell me if you guys want me to keep that as a theme, to show all the different kind of foods of Italy. And you guys can even request and ask me to order specific things if you want, and I'll do it.